Hey everyone, my name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I'm going to show you how to make Cowboy Chili using a layered gift mix that you can make ahead of time, give it to your friends, your family. It makes a great Christmas gift or any time of the year. If you are new to my channel, I appreciate you subscribing. Don't forget to join my recipe group. You can find it at theflipflopchef.com, and make sure to leave your comments and questions for me, and I'll be happy to get back to you after the video is over. So for our Cowboy Chili, I'm using Pampered Chef's quick cooker to brown about 2 pounds of ground beef. So this is a little bit more than the recipe calls for, but my family likes extra meat in their chili, and so we make this go just a little bit farther by adding that in. If you've never seen our mix and chop, this is a fun tool here that you can use to mix and chop your ground beef while you're cooking it in your pressure cooker. Now, this pot is not hot right now. If I had been under pressure, you would definitely not want to put your hands on here unless you're using, like a microwave grip or something. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to finish cooking this ground beef, and I use a lean beef, so there's not going to be anything or very little to drain off when I finish browning the meat. So we're gonna let this finish up. If you have never seen Pampered Chef's quick cooker, I have quite a few other videos, including a quick cooker class that goes over all of the features of this product. So just in short, you're gonna get a quick cooker cooking guide. This comes with every quick cooker that we sell. And I'm gonna tell you what all the features are gonna be right here on this product. So you're gonna have the ability to use the sear function, which is what I'm doing right now. Basically, this is like a pot on the stove. So I'm just searing, cooking that browning that ground beef. We also have steam settings. A slow cooker setting is what we're gonna use this on today. We also have a proof setting, and if you don't know what that is, it's where you can proof your bread. So if you are making a yeast bread and there's a time that it needs to rise, that proof setting will help that rise time go by a lot faster. We also have chicken, poultry buttons, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, white rice, brown rice, whole grains, beans, stew and chili, and dessert buttons. So if you want to use the stew and chili button, you can do that for this recipe. It's just going to be used as a pressure cooker instead of a slow cooker. But for this particular one, I want to use the slow cook option. So our beef is looking good. So let's go ahead and add in the rest of the ingredients. So if you've missed my video where I showed you how to make these really fun layered mixes, this is our Cowboy Chili mix. I have it in our make and take mason jar. I'm gonna use this one. What we're gonna do is unscrew the cap, and if you're not familiar with this product, it actually has 2 lids. This is so that you can put salad dressing in here if you're making a layered salad in your make and take mason jar. Now in here, I have a little bag of corn chips. I just want to try to take those out without crushing too many of them, so I'm going to be a little gentle there. Put the Twix clip back on there until we're ready to use it. We're going to pour the rest of the contents in here. So we've got our seasonings, our dried herbs, we have dried beans, and some dehydrated onion in here. If you want to see the video on how to make these, make sure you look for that on my channel or on my Facebook communities. So we're going to toss all of this in. And one thing I don't have in front of me is a spoon, so let me grab that real quick. All right, we're gonna stir all of this together. It smells so good. Those spices, I used the chili lime rub when I was making these layered mixes, and it's so good. So we're gonna add 4.5 cups of water. I measured that using our Easy Read measuring cups. So I'm gonna add 4.5 cups of water to this because you wanna make sure you have enough liquid in here for those beans to cook, and for, of course, this to be a soup stew consistency. So 4.5 cups of water, our ground beef, and remember, if you're using a lean beef, you may or may not have to drain it off, or you may not have to drain off very much of it. So we're gonna combine those few ingredients, the beef, this chili mix, just like this one, without the chips. So you see I removed those from the container, the water, and we're gonna add it to a crock pot or to Pampered Chef's quick cooker. Now, for this recipe, I am gonna use the slow cooker feature. So I'm gonna press cancel, and then I'm gonna turn this to the slow cook option. One thing that's important to know about Pampered Chef's quick cooker is there is only one setting for the slow cooker, so you don't have a low or a high like traditional crock pots are gonna have. There's very few degrees, very slight difference between low and high. If you're gonna do this in a traditional crock pot on low, you're gonna wanna cook it for 8 to 9 hours. So this is something you could do before you leave for work or school or wherever you're gonna be going. But if you're doing it in this product, I recommend that you do it for 4 or 5 hours on the slow cook feature. So I'm gonna do slow cook. It has 4, I'm just gonna increase this to 5, press start, and it's gonna start counting down from 5 hours. Now, we don't have to use the pressure cooker lid that comes with the quick cooker. So this is the pressure cooking lid, but you can use the slow cooker lid if you like. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just put the glass lid right on the top, and I'm gonna let this slow cook in my kitchen for about 5 hours, give or take. When this is done, about 30 minutes before you're ready to serve it, you're gonna wanna stir in a jar of salsa. This is a larger jar, so the recipe calls for a 16-ounce jar. I think this is 24. So I'm gonna add the whole jar. And the reason I'm gonna add the whole jar is, remember, I doubled the meat. So instead of 1 pound of ground beef, I did use 2. And then you're gonna add some tomato sauce. So the recipe calls for 1 15-ounce can. I shop at Aldi and they come in 8-ounce cans. So I'm gonna do 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce with this, and then 30 minutes later, you're gonna be ready to enjoy this. And you can serve it with your favorite toppings. You can put sour cream, corn chips, crackers, whatever you like. My favorite chili toppings are shredded cheese, and I like lots of cheese. I have a rule, if a little's good, a lot's better, so don't ever measure the cheese in anything that you make. So cheese, sour cream, and I like lots of sour cream in my chili, and corn chips. So my preference is Fritos, but you could use regular tortilla chips, or you could use saltine crackers, oyster crackers, whatever you like. So this is the Cowboy Chili mix, and this is what it looks like as a gift. If you're giving this to a friend, you give them this and you attach a tag with the instructions on what to do to prepare it like I'm doing today. Those gift tags can be found in my recipe community along with the video, the recipe for how to make these layered mixes. The video is also on my channels, Facebook and YouTube. And if you have any questions about those, just let me know. But you can find the community at theflipflopchef.com. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you'll click the subscribe button while you're here and come back the next time I have another video. So I'll see you next time.